Thinking of playing Iron Cross, man-to-man combat on the East Front, 1941-42. Each German division had an organic recon battalion, whose function was to obtain information, but also had the ability to act on it if possible. A reconnaissance in force, having all the appearances of an attack to the enemy, was a common task for German recon units. For the Russians, such an operation was a considerable undertaking. All major Russian formations had recon units attached. These were small and not nearly as well armed and trained as German units. The end result was that German units were faster in obtaining information, more effective in exploiting valuable information, and generally more efficient. So we're right in here in the middle of the action. This is the Russian player turn, the movement phase, and going to walk through some opportunity fire. The game is procedure heavy, but I don't think especially, well, not to an extreme degree, but it is procedure heavy. So like I said, right in the middle of some movement here. So there it is. Okay, what's happened here is this Russian stack right here of 3 soldiers, right here, has just moved into this hex. So I've got their movement marker sitting here to remind me that they're in the middle of movement, and I'm using the green die there to remind me how many movement points they've used up to this point, because I know if they survive this opportunity fire, I want them to use their last 2 movement points to go to the down combat state. So that's what I said before about during movement, these infantrymen, they're 3 riflemen. These 3 riflemen can spend 2 movement points to go to the down combat state. What's important here is that they're moving, and what's important here is that they are in a woods hex with, I should say, a woods hex with 2 trees, because in game terms there is some difference between, so these are both woods hexes, but this is a woods hex with 2 trees, this is a woods hex with 3 trees. There's actually a difference. Okay, so they're in a woods hex with 2 trees. So I'll just put them off to the side there, because this German stack, and I'm going to try putting this all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, actually, I think the machine pistol armed soldier can contribute as well. I'm going to try anyways. So machine pistol, rifle, and medium machine gun. Conducting opportunity fire, I should say medium machine gun in direct fire mode. Opportunity fire against, oh wait, no, the rifleman, I forgot, this is opportunity fire. So neither the rifleman nor the MP soldier can contribute. That's farther than the opportunity fire range. Okay, so actually, it is just the medium machine gun, which can conduct opportunity fire out to its initial printed range. Okay. Okay. So announce the attack. I just did that. Determine line of sight. The line of sight, what's important is that it goes through this. Oh, actually, it goes through a woods hex with 2 trees. That does not block line of sight, but yeah, I should say line of sight is good, and it goes through 2 trees. Is that how to put it? Yeah, same thing. All right. Now attempt observation. This is important. This is where it gets important. So that is definitely a woods hex. Okay. Well, I actually do range first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So range of 7. I'm going to lay this all out. To observe, we need what? So Woods hex, need 9. So the base to observe is 9. Okay. Modifiers for observation for every 5 hexes beyond initial 5 hexes. I'm now counting these as full. I was doing this before. I was doing for each 5 or part thereof. Now it doesn't say part thereof, so it's for each 5 hexes beyond the initial 5. So this is range 7, so we don't get a full 5 beyond the initial 5. So no observation modification for range there. No improved position. Tree symbol in the target hex. So again, there are 2 in there, and for each tree, AFE rec in the hex is along. So we count all 4 trees here for observation. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are to +4, which is not good because we need to roll 9 or less. Marsh, no. The target is in up state. The observing unit did not move. Otherwise, they would be marked with a move marker. Okay, modifiers favoring the observer. If the target hex was successfully... No, it's not success. This is the first time that Soviets are moving into this hex. There's no elevation difference. This is important. Any unit in the target hex moved within the last 3 phases. Well, actually, they're moving now. So that's -2, which is good for the observing Germans, so we subtract 2 from the 4. Now we're to +2. I think that's all. That's a medium machine gun, not a commander. The target hex does not have 4 or more men. It only has 3. There's no firing in the target hex, so it is +2. We're trying to get 9 or less to observe with +2 penalty. Oh, they're good. They roll a 5. 5, 6, 7 is 9 or less, so they successfully observe. All right, so what that means is that the medium machine gun will fire with full firepower. Okay, that's 13. As a matter of fact, let's put that's next. So base firepower is 13. Okay, so PC to fire actually. The Germans have a very good. They roll a 5. They need a 10 or less. That's the proficiency rating on the medium machine gun there. So they're good. So they can fire. Now we total modify firepower. 13. Range attenuation isn't anything because we're within our initial. So no deduction for range attenuation. I don't think there is any. They're still not going to do intensive fire, although I'll get to that later. I don't think there's any reductions. No, that's not true. -1 for each tree along the line of sight. Okay, so in hex and along line of sight. So I think we're subtracting 4. Again, for the 4 trees along and in the target hex. So I guess we drop this to 9. Now we're down to a firepower of 9. I think that I almost need I don't know. I feel like I have trouble getting a hold of all the specific firepower and dice modifications. I think that's it. Terrain, no range attenuation. It's a full crew. It's observed fire. I don't know what else. 9. Okay. So before we do anything, let's figure out our numbers. So 9 by itself is the pin number. Have that round up is 5. That's the suppressed number. Put the 5 there. It's the suppressed number. That halved rounded up is the eliminated number. Okay. I'll just get my numbers there. Now let's figure out how many dice. The dice is for Woods hex. All right. 1. Okay. 2 dice for a Woods hex. Are there any other modifiers? These modifiers still don't come quite as naturally as I wish they would. Right. The target unit is not in a down state, and the firing unit has not moved. And it's not AFE. There are no improved positions. So I guess it is 2 dice. Okay. 2 dice with these numbers, and we're just gonna go top to bottom because we're gonna hit each soldier separately. All right, so we have 8. So that's pinned. So first top unit is pinned. Next unit is 9. So the next unit is pinned as well. And then the last unit, 8. Okay, 8. All right, so all are pinned, which means that they also go to down state. I'm flipping them all over. Wow, these are really different. These are really different sized chits. You know that problem, right? All right, so they're all pinned. Okay, I think that's opportunity fire. They're done moving. I don't think they can. So I'll leave the marker there. Mark the machine gun. It's fired. And I think that's opportunity fire.